Swaddy cop to my Thai brothers and sisters all around the world. How is everyone doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. And if you click this link, this vlog, just know that you just promoted yourself to being a Cambodian. And because Cambodians are so good at making you feel like family, I want to go ahead and extend that to you today. We have lots to talk about. We're going to continue exposing Thai for the POS that they are. And so I won't make this video long. I just want to show you the first clip. Remember this guy, Thai? Remember this guy? Michael Alfaro?
You are just adorable.
Oh, she's not crying.
Yeah, no, of course not. She's strong.
So Michael Alfaro,
So tell me, what happened with your home?
the other day, traveled back to Cambodia and doing real journalism, right? Why don't the Thais have somebody on their side doing real journalism? Because they were all about the BBC, right? And then the BBC kind of turned on them, right? Because their government controls the media, so all the news sources that they get out is from where? From the military,
The war happened.
brainwashing
Were
the
you-
Siams.
Did you hear like the sound of the bombs?
I'm gonna
bullets,
stop that video there. But man, Michael Alfaro made some good points in that, and I watched it live when it came out, and he was talking about, like, I can sit here, brothers and sisters, and expose Thailand all I want, but one thing that when Michael Alfaro went live, it made me remember why we're all doing this in the first place, right? And when I saw the Cambodian villagers in their tent and not enough food, and it just brings everything that I'm doing, that we're doing, brothers and sisters. It makes it more humanizing, right? Because when Thais, the Siams out there, talking their shit, remember, they see this stuff and they're immune to it. Because the Siams were taught to look down on Cambodians. They were taught that we were stupid, we're beggars, we're poor. Without them, there is no Cambodia. That's what they're taught. And brothers and sisters, we got to continue holding the line. And our voices are slowly being heard. And I'm not going to stop. And I know you guys are not going to stop. You see the Siams coming here, right? Talking their shit, right? They seem to know more about, our government, right, than they know theirs. Because they're taught to not question their government, right? There's a reason why Thais changed their name from Siam to Thailand. Because they thought rebranding themselves, right, was going to change their identity, right? But guess what? The papaya salad with the extra bullshit still has extra bullshit in it. And the Thais, the Siams, they can't stop eating it. It's like an addiction. So here's another, I just want to show you this meme. So just replace narcissists with Thais. So replace narcissists with Siams. Siams be like, how dare you ruin my reputation by telling people the things I did? Because Khmers, we're allergic to bullshit. And Siams are allergic to truth, right? Every time they hear truth, somehow their brain tells them, I gotta defend my country. The military's right. Right? Because that's what they were taught when they were small. The military's right. And those of you coming to the channel for the first time, there's a reason why Thais don't speak English. The majority Thais don't speak English because their government knew that if they spoke English and read English and knowledge is power, they can reopen textbooks and then it will sabotage everything that they're doing, right? And because we live in the age of information, you know, a lot of these Siams now, they have phones. They can chat GPT and Google it themselves. But the brainwashing is so strong, the papaya salad with the bullshit is so strong that they'll read it and they'll be like, nah, that's fake. That's fake. And the whole Thai culture, right? It's a fabrication. They took something from everyone. And it's one thing to be influenced, but it's another thing to steal someone's identity and then coin it to be yours. That's where people have the problem, you see? And I'm here to tell you, brothers and sisters, that commands came first, okay? They will sit there on the other side and tell us that we copy them, we dress like them. But I'll tell you what, when you flip the label on the back of their shirt around, it says made in China, because that's where they're from. They migrated down, right? They saw the Khmer Empire for what it was, and they were like, man, I want that. And they thought that by taking our land, right? And they did that, and they were about to rewrite history, but something happened. They weren't able to. And I'm here to tell you, brothers and sisters, Angkor Wat stands tall. We stand tall. And we will no longer be silent. I will no longer stay silent. It's our fiduciary duty to speak for our brothers and sisters that don't have a voice. And I'm also speaking for the real Thai brothers and sisters that don't have a voice, because you know in your country, you can't say nothing, right? You can't say nothing. You can't question them. And that's the whole problem. Thais don't understand family. Their country is imploding, right? They're about to have 4 ministers in 2 years. And the ministers in Thai, let's not be fooled. He's a puppet. He has no power. No power. Thai is a military state. They're gonna get exposed. Like, nobody knows bullshit better than the Siams, because their whole country was built in bullshit. And any tourist knows, or expat knows, you go to Thailand, you're gonna feel the bullshit. Believe me, it's there. From the minute you land in the plane, you're gonna see it all. All right, let's read a comment. And this comment is DH365. Remember him, guys? When he tried to make an argument about a girl getting raped? Yeah. He's back. You can't stay away, right? You can't stay away, because Siams don't understand family. And he's here because he sees our family and he wants to be a part of it. He just can't help himself, right? And he writes to Winnie Unicorn. He's full of high school responses, no substance. And then Winnie Unicorn, okay? She writes to him, I have to admit that at first I thought you were trolling with them, because of all your comments in Joe's video look like copy and paste. But damn, you seem to know about Cambodia more than them. Unfortunately, what you know and try to teach them are not what they want to know. I want to add one more case about this. In 2017, Cambodian engineers, soldiers tried to claim dispute areas and Laos territory by constructed a road from Stung Trang province into Laos territory, but Laos immediately sent troops to halt them. You can see, right? The same Cambodian protocol. They will invade you first and then build. And if you don't know or don't care about it, then they repeat. This is the true nature of country of peace, Cambodia. Wow, you two should be thanking me that my channel allow you two to meet. Yeah, you should be thanking me, right? But you come here with your one-sided argument. We all know We all know. You guys come here, you know, one hand tied behind your back, maybe two. We know your shit. It smells, man. See, Siams are like flies. They're attracted to bullshit. Like anywhere that has shit, they're like, I want to go there. And it doesn't surprise me they come to my channel, right? Right? It doesn't surprise me because I talk a lot of shit. And anywhere there's shit, the guys are like, that's where I gotta go. That's where I gotta go. No one knows bullshit better than the Siams. And then Winnie Unicorn writes again, brother, I just did some research and discovered their strategy, and they are using it to steal Thailand's land. They did it in Vietnam, but now it's Thailand's turn. And on June 28, 2015, landmark 203 in Lang An province, when a group of about 250 Cambodians, including opposition party lawmakers, entered deep into the Vietnamese-controlled territory, they were stopped and attacked by functional forces and local people, injuring 7 Vietnamese people. I'm wordless, just wow. And then he writes, thank you for teaching me also, brother. Finally, the truth is starting to come out about Cambodia playing victim while political games with its neighbors. Cambodian activists square off with Vietnamese soldiers in Border Row 2015-0608. The real bullshit factory is in Cambodia. I dare Joe to tell the truth. Bro, I've been only speaking the truth. All right? That's why you're here. My truth sounds like bullshit to you, right? And because Siams are like flies, they just can't help that they're attracted to shit. So I write, all I do is speak truth. Siam's government is imploding. You see your country? I told you your PM of nothing is not going to do anything. He's preparing the papaya salad with extra bullshit for you guys. His goal is to win Siam's over so he can be the PM again. This is facts. If you can't see that, then you're dumb. What is he going to do in 4 months? He's going to write a new constitution? Oh, again, what does he know about laws and constitution and governing a government? He knows nothing. Just wait to the other parties as the deadline comes closer, right? Just wait, you see. Everything that I mentioned about this is unfolding. Your country is ran by the king and the king's men. They own everything that's worth owning. Your banks is losing wealth. No money's coming in, only money going out. If you can't see that, then I don't know what to say. And I told him, why don't you start the war already? Right? If Cambodia is so bad, so wrong, stealing your country, go start the war. You see? Because you can't. You can't. So you have to fabricate something. I'm surprised you don't send more soldiers to go step in more landmines. Maybe that's coming. Because you guys are sure hell can find those landmines with the pins in them. You guys are so good at it. That blows my mind. Okay. Calsod English. Army bans public from military deployment zones on the Cambodian-Thai border. Prohibits sharing photos and location area. I wonder why. What are you trying to hide? The 23rd September 2005, the Royal Thai Army is banning the public from entering military deployment zones on Thai-Cambodian border. They're asking people to donate items at designated points to refrain from sharing photos and location information about military operations. Yeah, because you guys are shady. You guys are shady. And you guys don't want the ultra nationalists unless you called on them, right? Because the world can see that it's so fake. The villagers in Cambodia live there. And then you're going to be like, hey, Thais, if you have nothing to do, can you come to the border and bring your flag and sing our anthem? Where are they now? Where are they now? Hilarious, man. The Royal Thai Army Headquarters Colonel Richa Sasasawan, deputy spokesperson. You guys have so many spokespersons. It's freaking unbelievable. Revealed that due to the current situation on the Cambodian-Thai border, there has been continued military operations and violations of ceasefires measured by the Cambodian side. No, the only ceasefire agreement that's been broken has been by Thais. Everyone can see it. And where's your journalists? Why aren't they documenting? Why are we only hearing shit from Khalsad and all your other news outlets? Why? And then this is from the nation Thailand. From military standpoint, Thailand is seen holding a long-term advantage over Cambodia. Yet, in the realm of foreign policy, Bangkok often finds itself on the defensive. Yeah, you've been deflecting all this time. Every step that Cambodian does, your team and the other side like, oh, how do we spin this? How do we spin this? The fact that you spin everything shows your weakness, shows that you have something to hide. The key difference lies in political cohesion. Cambodia's political leadership moves in unison towards a single objective, with Hun Sen, whether in the past or present, remaining Thailand's consistent adversary. By contrast, Thailand has experienced frequent changes in prime minister, nothing new there, military commanders and senior officers, resulting in lack of continuity and internal political instability that leaves it at a disadvantage. They're just preaching to the choir, guys. We all know this shit, and it's right in front of Thais, but they choose to not see it. They have selective listening, right? They watch my vlogs and then they'll pick something and they'll go, oh well, he said this and this, right? And then they want to go and try to teach Khmer's our history when they don't even know theirs. They know more about Cambodia and the Cambodian government than they do their own. Why is that, Thai? Why is that? And I don't want to make the videos too long, brothers, but XX007 sent me this video, and we're gonna watch it together. We're gonna hear the Koreans' side point of view of Thailand. That way, you Siams, right? I don't want you just hear from me, because you see, you live in a bubble, right? You come attacking me, but you forgot I'm well traveled. I lived in your country. I'm speaking from experience. Where have you gone? You talk so much about Cambodia, Angkor Wat, blah, 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 but you never been there yourself. You never been there yourself. Right? Why? Because your government told you that Cambodia is dangerous. I mean, look at Thailand, man. You see all those clips going viral? You see? Thailand is fighting a war on identity. They don't even know who they are anymore. They lost it. And anybody can tell you. Thailand is so good. The Siams are so good at taking people's shit. They stole ideas from the French flag and the British flag. Look at the colors. Right? They should have just kept their flag with the elephant. That's more freaking original. But no, they took so much else and they gotta save face. All right, let's watch this video.
Country is Thailand to Koreans. Cheap, close, warm, and friendly people. Getting a massage, eating endless amounts of mango, and downing cocktails in Phuket is great. Lying on the beach wearing dark sunglasses that you wouldn't normally wear, then wandering the night market and devouring everything from mango rice to coconut ice cream is great. Thailand, a national vacation spot that forces you to check your flight the moment you step foot at Incheon Airport.
You better check your flight.
There's another side of Thailand we haven't seen. With 19 coups, it's the country with the most coups in the world. The king from our Joseon dynasty still lives in Thailand. King Lin Gui, who said something like, donkey, gets you a 28-year free stay in Thailand. In prison, with a youth unemployment rate of over 6%, it suffers from the most severe income gap in Southeast Asia, and young people have long since abandoned their dreams.
Very sad.
In fact, Thailand once wanted to be like Japan.
Oh, wait.
When Japan was sweeping the globe,
They want to
Thailand
be
is
like
captivated by the
Japan?
world's second largest economy.
They want to
Toyota,
copy Japan
Sony,
too?
and Nintendo. They tried to emulate Japan in industrialization, education, infrastructure, and
They
even
tried.
planning. They built factories and imitated Japanese-style modernization. They dreamed of becoming a tourism powerhouse, capitalizing on their reputation as the land of smiles. They even attempted to refine their political system, with its dictatorial monarchy, to a level of sophistication similar to Japan's. And what's the result? Decades later, a country that hasn't been able to shake off the label of a middle-income country by global standards for 36 years. Politics is supposed to be a constitutional military regime, but elections are a mere spectacle. Surprisingly,
Bullshit.
you can't even breathe without permission from the royal family and the military. The top 1% controls
Military
70%
state.
of the land, and the top 10% monopolizes 60% of the private land. A system that has strengthened control for the privileged and conglomerates, not innovation.
So
but
all the
growth and
all
development.
the
ideal
kings
they
and the
hoped for
king's
was
men,
Japan,
they
but the
really run
reality is that
Thailand.
It is becoming more like China, but not quite China. In this gap between reality and ideal, Thailand is now collapsing. Why did Thailand,
Oh.
which dreamed of
And this was
becoming
4
Japan,
months ago, guys.
suddenly become a
4
country
months
that
ago.
resembles China? Today, we will find out how Thailand lost its direction between ideal and reality.
Boy,
and
does it
collapsed,
hold more weight
and where
now,
this
huh?
country is headed now. A country that wanted to emulate Japan, but ended up resembling China.
Copycats.
Let's follow the narrative of its downfall from now on.
The land of
It
fakes,
is
man,
a
for
country
real.
that is in decline. In the 1990s, Asia was the era of Japan. Japan had the world's second largest GDP, possessed world-class manufacturing technology, and accumulated a net surplus that rivaled the United States. Major corporations like Sony, Toyota, and Hitachi became globally recognized brands, and the phrase "made in Japan" became a symbol of quality. Japan wielded significant influence not only economically but also culturally and softly, leading Southeast Asian countries to look up to Japan as a role model for advancement. Thailand was no exception. Thailand's industrial elite, witnessing Japan's miraculous economic growth, believed that if they too built a manufacturing base and developed education and technological prowess like
That's the
Japan,
problem. They didn't build
could one day
education.
become a leading Asian
Siams
power.
are lacking.
Japan was a myth
World
to
history,
Thailand. The belief that all they had to
political
do was follow
science,
Japan in every way
they
permeated
lacking.
Thai society.
English,
Beginning in the late 1990s,
lacking.
the Thai government began to emulate Japanese-style industrialization in earnest, building large-scale factory complexes and fostering a business-friendly environment to attract foreign investment. The Thailand 4.0 policy, introduced in the 2010s, advocated for advanced manufacturing, smart city construction, and technological innovation projects, more blatantly adopting the Japanese model. Large-scale investment agreements between major Japanese companies and Thai government conglomerates led to the establishment of Japanese parts assembly plants throughout Thailand and the influx of Japanese experts to Thailand under the guise of technology
And then when
transfer.
Japan comes and tell them, hey, you're disrupting our
just as Japan appealed to the world with its
our,
anime, manga, fashion, and
manufacturing
culinary culture,
chains,
Thailand actively
the
branded
Siams are gonna
itself
go
as a land of
disrespect them.
smiles.
When
Since the
Japan
1990s,
has
it
only
has
helped you
become
guys.
a land of beautiful smiles and a relaxing
Siams are so
vacation
stupid, I
paradise for the
swear.
world, and has boosted tourism by highlighting its low travel costs and abundant natural environment. Even in terms of political system, there have been moves
They want to
to
say
emulate
Cambodia is
Japan's
dependent. You guys are
constitutional
dependent.
monarchy. Officially,
Always making
Thailand
deals
had a
on the back
constitutional
end.
military since 1932. But there were growing calls to complete a modern constitutional military like Japan. Thailand also wanted to create an image of the Japanese royal family as a symbolic
more
entity that
copycatting.
refrained from political intervention. The calculation was that by packaging the modern image of the royal family, they would strike a balance between the military and the civilians and raise their diplomatic status. The problem was that this Japanese strategy was only a superficial imitation of the Japanese strategy. Japanese companies came to Thailand and built factories, but there was almost no transfer of core technology. The Thai side succeeded in attracting short-term investment by providing cheap labor, land, and production bases, but as a result, Thai manufacturing was limited to the role of a subcontractor for Japan. Japanese companies only assembled products in Thailand, but never transferred the research and development of core components.
Of course
Thailand's
not.
small and medium-sized enterprises were relegated to the
And then
lower levels of the production
Thailand,
chain
being
and failed to
as dumb
commercialize
as they are,
technology.
instead of
Japanese
educating their
systems, such as
people, they didn't do
education,
that. That's
research,
why they
and a
can't move
transparent
forward.
Organizational culture were not actively imported. Due to the short-sighted belief that industrialization alone would lead to wealth, long-term investment in education to cultivate a skilled workforce in science and technology
Tell
was
'em.
neglected. Furthermore, Japan's
Tell 'em.
well-established social systems, such as corporate governance, government policy transparency, and guaranteed labor rights, failed to translate to Thailand. While factories and GDP growth appeared to be on the surface, this wasn't truly a reflection of Thailand's strength. A vague admiration for Japan ultimately led Thai society to delude itself into a growth fantasy. As tourists flocked to Thailand and large-scale factories proliferated, Face gloated, "Hey, you little punk, you're just a punk today."
In reality, the people's quality of life, democratic systems, education, research, and development capabilities were neglected. While the country was billed as a modern, patriotic monarch, the royal
No wonder
family
you
and
guys,
military wielded
the
immense
Sams
power,
can't come and make a
effectively
good
dictating the
argument,
political
man.
structure.
They
Ultimately,
lack
the
education, but I
Japanese
already
Thailand
know
hoped
that.
for was an illusion, chasing only superficial development figures. The economy seemed to grow, but it failed to establish a stable technological base or a proper social consensus system. And the moment this Japanese dream was revealed to be an illusion, Thailand began to decline rapidly, and so, the shadow of China began to slowly loom in reality. Thailand outwardly promotes a constitutional monarchy. However, since ending the absolute monarchy and declaring democracy in 1932, it has experienced a whopping 19 military-led coups.
19 military coups.
The most coups in the world. With each change of power, the constitution was rewritten. And each
Again.
citizens' rights were slashed to suit the military and royal family's tastes. Thai politics is a democracy in name only, but in reality, it has followed a path no different from a military dictatorship. It may have the sign of democracy, but neither the separation of powers nor free elections function properly. Just as China vertically seizes power through a one-party dictatorship, the Thai military also holds the running of the country in its own hands. While there is the appearance of a constitutional monarchy, the military's decisions take precedence over the...
I'm just gonna stop it right there because I don't want to make the videos too long. See, Thailand, you're not bullshitting anyone. Like, the more people do their research, and they will because Siams are one-sided. They come with a one-sided attack, and it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Your government failed you with education, right? They built such a beautiful city that you can't even live in. Think about that. They're pocketing all the money that you can't even live in, and then you're gonna come try to educate our brothers and sisters here. Like, don't you understand that we are educated Cambodians with world history, and a lot of the brothers and sisters are from around the world. Okay, we have different viewpoints, right? Siams, you guys never left the country, and I bet the youth, if they can leave the country and go to a Western country, they will, because the government has failed them. The government has failed you, Siams. Listen to what I'm saying. They brainwashed you. Siam is good at packaging shit, but when you open up the package, it's bullshit. No one can invest in your company anymore, in your country anymore. Your government is imploding. You don't understand stability. You don't understand family. And my Laos brother brought it up. You guys are not having babies. You guys got an influx of expats. You don't even know what your identity is, right? And it just clearly, from this Korean creator, that you can't help yourself you can't help but steal other people's ideas. You can't help it. And then you try to make it sound like you were the first. That's where we have the problem. That's where we have the problem. And the Siams run around with Thai history, right? They want to talk about laws, humanitarian rights, all that, but they don't respect international laws. Why didn't your PM go to the UN in New York? Because he's gonna get embarrassed. He's going to get embarrassed. He's gonna go there with his argument, poor little Cambodia with no education, the stupid Cambodians, they're invading us. And you know what? Everyone's gonna look at Thailand and be like, yeah, about that. And to be fair, who's gonna listen to him? Who's gonna listen to him? Who's gonna listen to PM or nothing? That's only there for 4 months, and he's a politician. He's gonna do everything to get the Siams to rally behind him. Why? Because you best believe he's gonna try to run again. Okay? His cabinet, he probably didn't even get to pick them. Okay? We already know who runs the country, and it's definitely not the PMs. So I don't even know why, like, we even listen to him. Why? Thais, do you respect your PM? Do you respect a nothing? Or do you respect more Bunsin? Huh? General BS. Which one? Because you can't do both. Which one? Because if you could sit here and tell me you respect a nothing. Oh, man. All right, brothers and sisters. Thank you for letting me vent. I want you guys to stand tall. I'm trying to give you all the information. That's my goal. So that they can know, they They will no longer make you second guess yourself, because I don't want you to second guess yourself. I want you to have all the facts. All the facts. Because we stand tall. We have history on our side. And you just wait and see. You just wait and see. Because what they're doing at the borders is a distraction. Is a huge distraction to what's going on in their country. Their country is the government is imploding. Their banks is falling apart. They're losing wealth. They don't know what to do. And now they're freezing accounts. Why? Because if you can't prove that this is your account, they're going to keep your money. They're going to keep your money. When Cambodians say they're the land of thieves, they're the land of fakes, you guys can see. You guys can see. It's not just Cambodians' point of view. If you know, you know. And even the Koreans, you don't think they watch this content creator? Everything's in Korean. And what? I'm full of shit, right? I'm full of shit. Joe's full of shit. Yeah. All right. Take care, guys.